Hola, bienvenidos. Acá estamos en una nueva entrevista de Roctámbulos. Ahora estoy hablando en español, no creo que Frédéric me pueda entender en absoluto, pero estamos hablando con Frédéric Leclercq, bajista de Roctámbulos, iba a decir, de Kreator, porque Kreator va a tocar con Testament en abril en Argentina y estará en América Latina. Pero vamos a pasarnos a inglés rápidamente para que Frédéric me pueda entender. How are you, Frédéric?
Hola, bien, ¿y tú?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Here is the morning in Argentina. Now, Frederick is in Copenhagen in 30,
Denmark, yeah.
yeah, third in 3 p.m. 3:30 p.m. actually. So
Yep.
we have this time zone things that we always struggle with. But if I had to start with something, is that you joined Creator in 2019, if I'm
Yes,
correctly, and
correct.
you have to fill quite a big shoes, you know. And how was, and I don't want to get into the details and all of that, but how was to starting like a sessionist player and then being a part of a band? What was the breaking point of saying, okay, now I'm part of the band and I'm not a sessionist anymore?
I have not been a sessionist. I joined the band. I
I know, but you know that in some parts you said before in our interviews that you were just playing songs, and then for Hate You Morales, you started to make some composition. You know?
Oh, in that sense, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. If that's the way you see it, of course. No, to me, it was just the how I joined the band. It went that way. So I was still with Dragon Force at the time, and that my previous band. And when Miller called me and he said we need a bass player for a couple of shows, and I told him, these two shows, they were in Chile, said they're happening right when we are on tour with Dragon Force, and I cannot escape for two shows, but I would love to because I love the band. So I said, how about if I join the band permanently and not just for two shows, then I'm in. And he was like, okay. So that's how I joined the band, and I knew him from before, so it's not, so to me, I've always been part of the band. It doesn't matter if I was not writing music or not. So
And
and
according
since I've also been part of the arrangement, we rehearsed the song 666, World Divided, and we did that in January 2020, I believe. Yeah, so I didn't feel like there was a huge difference. It was just like part of the natural progress.
and I guess that you were drunk when you accepted to be part of Creator, right?
Yeah, it was the day after my birthday, so I guess he gave me the courage to go like, hey, you know what, keep me give me the job, and then I'll do it. But maybe I would have done it like sober, and I wasn't like super drunk. I was more hungover.
Oh yeah.
that's that's how I was. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, like I said, it was some quite big shoes to fill in. So maybe some alcohol will help, but I think it wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So, well, now we are in the tour Clash of the Titans, which is, of course, like, let's say, like an Easter egg for the Clash of the Titans of the 90s. How is this tour going? How is the approach of it? How is this like some vintage thing? How are you living it? How are you experiencing it?
The Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
I mean, so right now we are doing the State of Unrest with the Lamb of God. So that's what I'm doing right now until mid-March, and then we have two shows in Japan, and then we're gonna start the Clash of Titans thing. I guess I don't. Obviously, the name recalls that early '90s tour, but I don't see that as a nostalgia. It's more establishment of
Hmm.
uh, great bands that play the same style of music. So that's cool. We're doing Latin America gonna come and see you guys with Testament, and then we do North America with Sepultura, which is actually, you know, from Brazil, as you know.
Mhm.
So I think it's just great. It's just like big names, and that's something we might also do in in Europe as well, but it hasn't been decided yet. But yeah, I guess it's yeah, Clash of the Titan, and with a K, so that's kind of cool, you know, to use like the other letter of and it's
Mhm.
like the monster, the demon creator demon fighting the other one, but it's a healthy competition. It's not like there's nothing, no hatred
No, no,
backstage.
I know
Yeah,
because I totally connected with Thrash of the Titans and or the Clash of the Titans that was in 1990, 1991, and even had Decade of Aggression from Slayer and all of that. So
yeah.
I thought like it was 2 points, or this is like the establishment of bands, or we're going vintage. So
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, you know, if people, I guess there will be some of that as well, because the band has history. So, if we go there, we're gonna play old songs, but we're gonna play new songs as well. So, I guess a bit of both, really.
and well, of course that you're kind of new to the band, in the band, sorry, but uh how would you describe being in contact with other band members uh to keep doing this music after all these years? Because there's have to be a motive, there have to be something that moves you, and it's I have to say it's not the money, of course, it's something else. So as you said before, we are playing old songs, yeah, but why what is in there that deserves to be played, and why do you think that thrash metal is still alive and well?
Those are big questions. I guess we all have the same passion, which is music, and that's something we feel like we. I don't. I know. I'm not gonna say I don't know. I don't know how what else I could do in my life, but I know that's what I'm good at, and that's what makes me feel good. So that's what I'm doing, and I guess it's the same with the others. Uh, Money is not the motivation, because there are other areas in life where you can make money, but also we make a decent living, you know, and that's great to make a living with something that is your passion. And yeah, music is our passion. Like being on tour has a lot of there's a lot of downtime, there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of, you know, you get like, oh my god, this is annoying, but we never can complain, because it's never going to be as bad as someone who's digging a hole on the, you know, on the highway or something. So we feel very privileged, but nothing can replace what we feel once we are on stage and we share that with people. So just the same as when I was with Dragon Force, we played the same song over and over again because that's what people want to hear. It's the same with Kreator. So I'm not as tired as them, perhaps. Even though I don't feel they're tired of playing the same song, but you know, they played Pleasure to Kill for I don't know how many years. Giving you that, you know, there's no better feeling. So that's that. Yeah, we feel blessed. And as for thrash metal, I don't know, I think it's a music that that sounds great on album and live as well. It has a certain rhythm to it that makes it pretty fucking cool. So
Yeah, yeah, totally. I went to see Skullfist, in maybe 1 week or so, and
Mhm.
I thought, why is people here in Argentina, we have high inflation, poverty, and all that, but people here coming to see Skullfist, and there has to be something else. And you said that it was, of course, better making a living of what you enjoy that digging a hole, actually. But maybe, and this is not to disrespectful for people that are digging a hole, but in the case of
No,
Argentina,
absolutely not.
people that dig holes are the ones that listen metal, so maybe they can identify with this battle songs that motivates you to go against the chains or the oppression that you have in your life. So maybe
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
connection.
I wasn't. Yeah, yeah. Just to be clear, I was not being
No,
disrespectful
yeah.
to you know to. I've done my share of. When I was a kid, my father got me a job like the lowest of the chain. Like I would during the summer, I would have to take the trashes out, and you had the trashman coming with a truck. And I felt like they were superior to me because I had to take the trash out and then clean it and put it back in the building. And it teaches you, like, they're like, there's a lot of shitty jobs that people don't think about. So that's, by any means was I trying to be disrespectful to that. So just to be clear. And I guess I don't know if people can identify to whatever we are, but I'm pretty sure that music gives them escapism. So we feel privileged because we are able to give that escapism to people, and that's a great feeling, and hopefully it is great for them as well. But I guess it is because they come and see us. So
to give them pleasure, not to kill, but give them.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I know how, if you can see it, and in different countries, is the audience that goes to creators shows or gigs or whatever, mainly from labor or class or workers, or what do you see?
There's nothing at the entrance that says give us your job, and so it's very difficult to say. People have apparently, like, studies would show that I guess in the 80s, definitely it was like a working class music, probably just like rock and roll when it started. Nowadays, I don't really know anymore. I think we have like all sort of people coming to, which is great, and that's the beauty of, I was gonna say metal, but like music in general. You don't, it doesn't, what you do for a living doesn't necessarily mean that you have to listen to a certain type of music. Music is music, it's art, and then work is work. We get the two together, we're lucky. But I don't know, I mean, like, when I look at the crowd, I see young people, I see old guys with like a like a OG Kreator shirt. I see young girls going like this and smiling, and it's great. So you have a large panel of audience, and that's fucking cool.
You said young people, just, and I fail to see people from 80 to 20 years old. Maybe it's my appreciation on metal, and I say, you have to know Kreator, you have to know Testament, you have to know Slayer, come on. And they maybe don't know. In that age, 18 to 20 years old, do you see some metalheads around the world? Maybe they are from midlife thing, like 30 years old, 40 years old.
No, like I said, like yesterday we played in where were we yesterday? Stockholm. And there was definitely like young kids at the front, which is great. If you only have like there's nothing wrong with like older people. I am old myself, but it's good to see like some fresh blood at the gig. It means that we the band luckily managed to reinvent themselves and stay current. So there you've got, like, obviously, like the people that discover the band with Phantom Antichrist or with Hate Über Alles, and you've got the people that follow the band since the beginning. So no, there's definitely like like I said, a wide from I don't know, I'd say from 15 to 60, but I guess, I don't know, that's my guess, the way it looks.
I will go 70 or 80 maybe.
Yeah, probably.
And you're playing with Testament in this tour, in the tour that it's bringing you to Argentina, and I wanted to know if, I guess that you're a fan of Testament and a fan of Kreator as well. So before you joined to Kreator, what was your thoughts about the band?
About Kreator? Yeah, well, they were fucking cool. But I know Mila since, when was the first time we met? 2002. That's the first time we met. I personally discovered the band when I was 12 or 14. That's when I started listening to metal, and I discovered Kreator shortly after. So I've always had like the utmost respect for the band, and it's pretty cool to join them, because that's something I wanted to do anyway. I had enough of my previous band, and I just wanted to play the music that I like. So when I got the offer from Miller, I was just like, yeah, this is really great. So
it was like a dream come true, or it was like okay, this is a good job.
Bit of both. Like I've been doing that long enough to not be, starstruck, and it's not that I'm jaded or anything, but I've done my things on my side as well. I think it's just like it's definitely a step up in my personal career, and it's great because it's a band with a legacy. But I was not like completely like, and not being able to, but I was like, yeah, this is cool. I was very, very happy about my, and all my friends around were just like, wow, this is great. So, yeah. And like that, because like I said, I've been doing that for quite a long time myself now.
So, I know that you have a busy schedule. So,
yeah, that's what I was looking. I'm like,
yeah. So, yeah, but one last question, because we are fans as well. What are you listening now? What is your playlist on Spotify? I want to know that.
So I'm looking at it right now.
Wait.
I have what is this? That I did not listen to. Oh, someone took my phone the other day. Okay.
Maybe you have searched Facebook.
Yeah. So what have I been listening to? Persecutor, Morbid Angel, Guns N' Roses, WWE, Full Metal, the album, like 94, compilation. Billy Idol, Michael Jackson, Motley Crue, D-Side, Obituary, Celtic Frost, Gigi Allen, Dark Funeral, Billy Joel, Simple Minds, Tears for Fears, Pretty Maids, Biohazard, Kiss, Maiden, and Cassiope, which is a Japanese jazz band jazz fusion band from the late 70s.
And we can have a drink for Tears for Fears, more than 40 years doing music and still on and having doing great shows,
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you, Frédéric. I was saying Fred. No, right.
Fred is fine. Fred is cool.
Right, Fred is good. Fred. Like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I hope to meet you in Argentina, and if we can, we will meet sometime. So,
yes.
Thank you, Frédéric, and este fue Frédéric Leclercq para Rock Bajista de Kreator. Nos vemos luego.